In this video, we're going to learn how to change channels on the Amp1 Mercury Edition with the HX effects. Hey guys, I'm Dr. McFarland and welcome back to the channel. Before we move forward, be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell so you'll be notified every time I release new content. And today I want to show you some cool features on how you can use the HX to switch channels on the amplifier. It's going to be very similar to the one button foot switch that I demonstrated on the other video. So what we're going to do, so we're actually going to take this TRS cable here, and on the back of the HX, we're actually going to plug that into the pedal expression input, so that way we can incorporate the tip or the ring of the cable and switch out channels. So what we did last time with our Amp1 is we put it in preset mode, and how we did that was we held down the reverb button while powering it on. And it's going to blink a little bit and we can just let go. And now we can see we can access the vintage, classic, and modern channels. All right, so that way we can access our 3 channels, and now I'm going to show you how to set up the HX using the tip and the ring to go back to clean or add in a boost if we want to, okay? So let's go to a new preset right here, and let me go into the command center and delete this bank PC because I don't need any of that. That's going to be for another video, and truthfully I hadn't quite figured out how to do the whole MIDI thing yet. So we do have a special MIDI cable that does not come with the Amp1, but you can buy that separately. So what we want to do is, let's just say, where are we at here? So we got a blank preset. So let's actually go in the signal flow, and we do have some things in here already. So I'm going to delete some of this stuff. And we'll leave the plate on there for later. We don't have anything hooked up audio wise. We're just using the HX simply for our switching capabilities. So what we're going to do here is on 1, 2, 3, 4 on switch 4, we're going to go into command center. I'm going to highlight switch 4, and we're going to go to external amp. So we got tip 1, ring, tip 2, and then 2 ring. So that's because we have the top and the bottom here. So we either have external amp pedal 1 or external amp pedal 2. All right, so I'm actually going to choose 2 tip because that's the one I'm plugged into. We can either do momentary or latch. I'm going to do momentary, I think. Let's try it out. And then we're just going to hit save. So now you see it shows up here. And you can see that it needs to be latch and not momentary. So I'm going to change the type to latch. And now I can use that switch to change between the different channels. So if I'm on the classic channel here, and it sounds really good. I do like having the master volume up a little bit more. It just sounds nice and tight. We're going to roll down the master on the gain a little bit, so we can go back. So now I can go to my vintage channel. So go back to my clean. Now you do have to be careful here because let's say with the light off we have it on clean, but if we hit it again, the light's going to be on and it's going to switch to the vintage channel. So we have to really think about, okay, if I want, do I want to use these switches to change the amp, or do I want to use this one? We really need to be using the switches on the amp to go between the different channels, and then whatever channel we're on, we can always hit this switch to go back to clean, and then I can hit it again to make sure the light is off, to make sure we know we're on the actual amp channel. Then we can go to classic, I can turn it back to clean, go back, I can go to modern, hit the clean with the light on, and then hit it again with the light off to go back to our channel. So if you get confused on, light off, which one do I want to do? Well, that's just something you'll have to figure out on your own. But just keep that in mind when you're switching channels and going back and forth between clean and stuff, okay? Now, let's go back to the command center. And I'm not going to use the boost all the time, but let's say we're going to use foot switch 1. So I'm going to go over to external amp, and this is going to be 2 ring. We're going to have it on latch, and I'm going to hit save. So now we have external amp right here. You can see that we can engage the boost, which is really fun. All right, now, you always want to make sure before you switch back to another clean or amp that the boost is off. Otherwise, the boost is going to stay on the whole time, and maybe that's not what you want. So we're going to turn that back off. So that's how we can change the channel on the amp. Change it from here. We can always go back to clean whenever we want. So we got classic. We got vintage. We can turn the boost on and off. We can go to modern, boost on and off. We can go here, we can set the clean. And that's really cool. So let's listen to some sounds. All right, there you go. If we were on a song that we just mainly want to use a certain dirt channel, we can just stay on that channel, go back and forth between our cleans, go back and forth between our boost, and there you go. Thanks guys for watching. I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking. So if you want to see great content all in one place, be sure to check out drmcfarlandstudios.com.